Hi everyone. Good morning. It's me. Uh, I've had a rough couple of days. I want to start off by telling you that I went and opened a deactivated Facebook account that I haven't used in at least 3 years. I would open it now and again and try to share the information that I was finding just because I knew that it was a rarity to be found on Facebook. But yesterday, someone actually said to me that they hoped that I took my boosters so that I die. All the other stuff is regular about being crazy, about being on drugs, about being, off my medications or whatever else they want to try to insult me with, saying that it's garbage, saying that I'm spreading lies about Freemasons, and those are the Masons, okay? Facebook, the little thumbs up thing is actually a Freemason symbol. And so that's, Freemason run. If you're wondering about my shirt, it's a Wonder Woman shirt. It says "Save the World, Wonder Woman." Yeah, I know about the pink and blue thing, the symbolic and all that. I know about that. I just really liked the shirt, and it made me feel good. Okay. I don't even like Wonder Woman, to be honest with you. I've watched the movies like once each, and they were okay. I liked her as a character, especially when she was on the Island of Warriors. That was really awesome. Um, but okay, sorry. Uh, so yesterday on the Facebook, I've already said it's Freemason controlled and run. Zuckerberg was probably most definitely in on it. Um, So I already knew that. And if you watch the Freemasonry expose with Altian Childs, it is 5 hours long. I posted the first 40 minutes or so of it. Um, you will learn there that, and I've seen it, they're coming more and more out of the woodwork, just like he said that they were, as time continues, that they were going to. Now, there is something more urgent that I need to talk to you about. I've been holding back for a while. I made other videos about it. They were my most popular videos, which was really upsetting to me. I've said before that I know that people were interested in clicking on them and hearing what I have to say because they were looking for shit talking, you know, troublemaking. And a lot of people didn't even watch the video and just came at me, which is unfortunate. Now, I want to start off by saying that, I mean, I can go and get all the books, okay? I loved all of these people. I loved them. I followed them. I learned from them. I do believe that you can learn something from everybody. But here's the thing. In my last videos about Elena Danaan, Megan Rose, David Wilcock, Corey Good, all these people, Stephen Greer, there's a lot of them, including Alex Collier, all these people. Now, I've said before, either they're being manipulated by these dimensional entities or they're doing it on purpose. So they figured out the truth like I did, and with the astral projection and all of that stuff, and then making it look like space cowboy adventures for your money and your attention and for their own personal upliftment and fame. Okay? Whether that means they're doing it for a ticket to get with the custodians to leave. That's why everybody's hot about Mars, because Mars is literally right next door. So a lot of people over the years have probably been shipped to Mars. Now, my thing is that if all these pedophiles and these dirty ass celebrities are being sent to Mars, I don't want to fucking go. You know, like if that's where all these people are going, I don't, I don't want to go. If that's where they're going to be, I'd rather just die here. Forget it. You know? That's all I'm saying. If all these people are being moved to the outer rings, are you serious? Uh, Anyway, I'm in my favorite pajama pants, and too, just a coincidence, I had a nightgown on earlier, but then I figured I should put some clothes on. All right, down to business. Let me just read to you what I wrote, because I'm a terrible talker. I wrote this on YouTube, and I want to read this to you. It was a couple of days ago, but I'm going to repost it, and I'm going to keep talking about it. It's not because I want to hurt these people. I can't tell you the depression and the pain and the agony and the betrayal that I felt. These people are traitors. You're extremely smart and you don't know, I can forgive you. If you're being manipulated by these higher dimensional entities, which I know all about, you have to overcome that. And I'm going to go into that in my next video. Okay, we're going to finally talk about Asura. I was going to save it for my book. Because I say it, I don't know. But anyway, just let me read this to you. I said, please pay attention, I beg you. All of these people like Stephen Greer, David Wilcock, Elena Danaan are lying to you and deceiving you. Extraterrestrial means more land. Look it up separately. It means more land. Extra, more, terrestrial, land. Okay? That's what that means. So these people, extraterrestrials, come from the land beyond the walls, okay, these outer rings, okay? When they talk about outer space, that's what they mean, the space outside the wall. I've explained before that when I read The Navigator Across the Ice Walls, it talks about how when they're going in the boat through, I think it's whatever gate they pass through, okay, like the summer, I can't remember. The summer gate, it's a space between the wall, okay, that you can get out through. And if they open up at certain times during the year, I would assume that, in summer months when it's warmer, it opens up. That's why it's called the summer gate. So when you're going through the currents, imagine just being in a space like this, okay, like in a small corridor. So the currents that are going through literally suck you out into outer space. Do you understand? It's a play on words, and these people have been playing on words. I noticed Elena Danaan doing this, talking about being from another bubble or another pond or being our cousins, okay? I don't know what the actual game is. I feel bad even doing this a little bit. I always did, and that's why I took the videos down, because I don't want beef and I don't want problems, but I also don't want these people getting away with something horrific, okay? Because when she talked about the jabs, she was just like, I kid you not. And that's what I need to tell you before I continue, before I forget about Asura, okay? That's why I thought of it. Because when they told me about the calling in 2017, okay, I didn't believe them. I didn't. I thought that was BS. Because especially the way they were presenting it, they were making me feel like I was being trained to save the world, but I don't think so. I hate betraying people like this because the Asuras have really helped me. The only reason why I know all of this stuff is because of them. Not that they taught me this stuff, but because I was following them like the white rabbit. Maybe they're here, maybe they're there, maybe they're here, maybe they're there. And along the way, I learned a whole bunch of other shit, okay? That was just as important as finding out who they were. Forget about them right now. Let me deal with that, but let me tell you this because this is vital, okay? I always wondered what the big deal was. What was the actual secret? Because everything didn't seem like that big of a deal, right? Now that I found this out, I said before that there was something missing. I'm going to re-put up those videos. I'm just going to edit them, take down the tags and stuff like that, and then you can hear what I have to say and see the confliction within myself. Loving this woman, I thought she was incredible. And then to find out this kind of stuff and remember all her little tricks and plays on words, I don't think it's cute and I don't think it's nice, and now it stops. So, extraterrestrials come from the land beyond the wall. The Earth is an infinite plane, and everyone who follows with NASA and the disclosure agenda is lying to you and giving you half-truths and lies, right? They're giving you some truth, but then they're making other stuff up for their own advantage and for the agenda. So they are telling you others are lying to you and doing the same thing. It's deception. Not all the extraterrestrials are bad. Like, even some of the ones that have been said to all be bad, I think that's highly unlikely. Think about humans. Are humans all bad? Are we? No. There's some of us that are good, right? There's some of us that we're all different. So that applies to all beings. Just because you're born something doesn't make you a monster. You choose to be a monster. It's a choice. Okay? There are some good ones too. They are dimensional beings. All of them are. Higher and lower dimensional beings. This is why I think, like, this is the only physical realm and everything else is spirit. Okay? Or some type of dimensional mixture. I don't know if with my studies, it seems that you can get to a point where you have a different type of body, an energy body. When these three, the mental and the spiritual and the emotional body come together, you get a different body, right? Like the Trinity type of thing. I'm not an expert. I'm doing my effing best. Look, I didn't even curse. They lived here where we are at one time and moved to the outer rings. Okay? That's what happens. If we, and I said at the end, please listen to me or we're going to lose and be reset again. Now, I feel like this is the same thing that happened in Tartaria, where there was so much confusion that we couldn't get together fast enough. Okay? Because we didn't know it's coming in at all angles on us. And there's a lot of people, I believe, that are out there that are maybe just not knowing. Maybe they've got to a certain point, and maybe it is up to me to be able to add this piece of the puzzle to help those people, to show them about the Holy Grail, to show them that they can become a superhero, to teach them about initiation and the soul school process, which is what my book is about. Now, my book is called Lucid Dreams, Past Lives, and Soul School, okay? There's another title. It will be released at probably the end of this month or the early beginning of July. And I put a brush on it. I've also recruited some help. So, yeah. But now what's happening is people are saying that there's two sides of the Anunnaki. But I don't believe that, not anymore. I didn't know that there was two groups, okay? The custodians and the Anunnaki. I thought the custodians were the Anunnaki, but that's not the case. So that makes sense. So there is two groups. Now, let's talk about this. We all know that Enlil was Yahweh, okay? We all know, at least either Anu or Enlil, okay, a negative Anunnaki was the God of the Bible. If you haven't figured that out, I'm very sorry. You're going to have to go and look at my Telegram channel and do the research for yourself. If you really want to prove me wrong, then go and watch this and figure it out. I couldn't prove me wrong, okay? I didn't always want to be like this. Now, the channel that I was posting from the last couple days really dropped the ball because their latest video was that Jesus is a failed Messiah. I disagree. Jesus definitely didn't fail me. You do save yourself with unconditional love, and Jesus was a great teacher of that, okay? Now, he was a flame, initiate of the flame. The initiates of the flame is what you're going for. That's what they're hiding from you too, because they don't want you to follow in the footsteps of these ascended masters. Now, what that actually means is if you look at the stages of initiation, which I've posted on this channel, this YouTube channel, but also the Telegram channel, okay? The stages of initiation show you all the stages that a soul goes through in soul school. As I was talking about this yesterday on Facebook, the Masons came to attack me and said, how dare you, only Master Masons teach initiation at the lodge. I said, F you, I'm doing it anyway. I don't care about those losers, okay? So, There's one more thing I should mention. Now that I'm doing this, all of these people have accumulated mass amounts of energy from people like you and me, okay? Not only the money, but the energy, the admiration, the blah, blah, blah. It all goes to them and the entities that they're working with, okay? I don't give a shit if you follow me. I just want you to listen. You don't need to subscribe. You don't need to press like. You don't need to fucking comment. Oh, damn. I don't care. Okay? If that's what you're worried about, I don't care. I don't need your energy. I can do it by myself. All right? It's greatly appreciated when people pray for me and when they send me great energy. I appreciate that, but it's not required. Okay? It's not. And I need you to know that. That is very important. So these people that I'm going up against are going to have a lot of firepower. Am I a tough cookie? Absolutely. Everything everybody's ever done, including trying to physically kill me, has not worked. So I'm good. I'm not really worried about it, but I need you to know that. So if you can pray for me and kind of be like a protective wall to help me, like how Sailor Moon's team protected her, okay, when she was doing something that could risk her life, because I am risking my life. I live in a highly, highly influenced Masonic Freemason town. Everybody and their friggin' grandma is related to the Freemasons in some way, okay? Every person that I've ever mentioned this to has said, oh, well, my uncle's a Freemason. That can't be true, okay? So this is an absolute fact. If you watch the Freemason documentary with damn it, Altian Childs, or whatever his name is, I'm real sorry, dude. I don't know him or anything, but I'm just apologizing because I can never say his name right. If you watch that, you will learn about their bullshit. He really does a great job. Now, the thing about it is that, I'm sorry, they want people to be waiting for Jesus to come back and rescue them, then actually following in the footsteps of Jesus and taking the steps that he did to attain that type of status. You see what I'm saying? They said in this video, he's a failed Messiah. That's not true. Jesus is a teacher of unconditional love. You know, I needed that. He's my brother, my best friend, my teacher, my God. That's the God I want. My father, my brother, my mother, everything to me. I needed that. You know, I needed that. Everybody needs a teacher. You may not find it the same way. Maybe it'll be Buddha. But why isn't Buddha coming back to rescue us? You see what I'm saying? There was a whole bunch of them before. And it talks about this in the flame of the initiate of the flame. I'm a terrible talker. Initiate of the flame. Okay, that's what it is. The sacred flame. One second, I can show you this. Is it symbolic? But I've had this for years. There's two of them, actually. I'm going to take off my Shivalingam this year. I have two Shivalingam stones. I always fall in handles. All right, here we go. Here we go. Get out of the way here. I got stuff to do. Okay, so this is my candle of Jesus. If you can see him, he's pointing to his heart that has the flame. Okay, that's what that means. That is the sacred flame of the initiates. That's the flame of unconditional love. That is source. Energy, source, okay? That's what source is. That's what the picture of source connection means. I'm almost at 20 minutes. People don't watch these videos. Please let this work. Okay, so that's what that means. There's another one here, all right? Mary with the divine feminine has the same thing. The sacred heart. That's the sacred flame, the flame of the initiate. Okay? All of these people were highly influential upon us. All right? And that's the reason, because they're teachers. They're teaching us and showing us the way. Okay? I hope I explained that right. I noticed that a long time ago with Jesus and the flame, okay? And it even has the halo of the divinity, and that's to be Christ, to be christened, to be Christ-like, okay? Is the halo of all that. They show that in lots of symbolism within the church and shit. I'm not an expert, but I really hope that you're seeing something, some type of sign, okay? Because I know it's really hard. A lot of people are waiting for the rapture because they want to get out of here and escape, just like I do. But that's not the way. It doesn't work like that. And how can we just run away and leave this place? No, we have to fight for it. That's what Jesus would do. It shows in a picture, the picture that I'm going to use for this video, I don't care what people think about it, the Jesus Space Army one. He comes back with the flaming sword, and did you see the scales? He's here to balance the scales. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to hurt anybody. I fucking love these people. There's no time for crying. So I loved them, and I was listening very intently. If it seems too good to be true, it is. Even me, I may not make it, but at least I tried. It's not that I don't have faith in myself. Oh, come on. It's just that I feel very alone in this, and I don't know where the other people are. We have to do this. I don't know what the entire plan is, but I'm telling you, I've been watching this stuff on the news a little bit. I try not to, and more now, they're talking about the extraterrestrials. And you know, there's been a fake alien invasion plan for a long friggin' time. They've been telling you about it. But what they don't tell you is the whole thing. Now, when I found out about the calling in 2017, um, it was that they were going to wipe evil off the earth. Now, what I thought the definition of evil was like murderers, pedophiles, rapists, these type of people, okay? Like people that just cannot be fixed. There's certain people that just have this in them. They can't help it. People that just murder other people, there's something wrong. There's a wire not right, okay? Um, or in the heart and soul as well, right? So, because it's always heart and mind, about the heart and mind, which I talked about being the fourth and the fifth dimension, okay? If we are in the fifth dimension, it's a battle for the mind. Thankfully, I'm not as stupid as I always thought that I was. So, um, now, what's going to occur is that, yes, people think it's Project Bluebeam or whatever. What the hell would they need Project Bluebeam for when they have all their own craft and other craft that can do twice as much damage as a hologram? Okay? They have their own craft. They have their advanced craft already. They have for a long time. That's probably what I saw outside my window. That wasn't the good guys. That was probably the freaking bad guys. Spying, harassing me, knowing that by seeing that, they'd want me for them, excuse me. Oh, I'm so sorry. I have a sore stomach. I haven't been able to eat. There's no food. Um, so, come on, focus. Hold on. Oh, I don't have my drink. Okay. So, I thought I was being trained to save the world. Right. They were coming to take out evil. Right. Our definitions were different. Our definition of evil was definitely different because the jabs were given to pretty much everybody. It is really a game of intelligence. I heard that somebody just said yesterday, uh, and they called these beings geniuses. It's true. They are one of the smartest beings I've ever encountered. Ever. Ever. Okay? These fifth dimensional entities. It's a battle for the mind and your soul. Alright? It has to do with who you are, and where you're freaking going. And they're trying to disrupt that so you can't figure it out. Okay? That's the main goal. Plus, a lot of these people want their ticket out of here. Okay? Me and Asura have no romantic relationship. Okay? I know for a damn fact that if I can't make it work with somebody here, then I can't make it work with somebody out there. Okay? That's just how it goes. No. That, no. No. I wouldn't be so delusional. And I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult anybody else, but for me, in my personal opinion, no. No, there's no extraterrestrial boyfriend, but that is a big motivation, isn't it? A relationship, love, that's bait. It's very sad. Okay? I talked about this before. that Thorhan strangled a Grey to death, that's an emotional reaction for his woman, okay? There's lots of different ways to kill somebody, especially those guys. That was an emotional reaction, okay? And that's not good. Now, right, so the jabs now with the fake alien invasion, I figure that they're going to come and finish the job, okay? And this happens to be like everybody they didn't get with the jabs, okay? This is just me trying to help because I do not believe that they have good intentions whatsoever. If there was good intentions, they would have fixed the whole jab thing already. Okay, but they don't because they want to reduce humanity's population before they return. Dolores Cannon talked about this years ago about the custodians, but I didn't know who the fucking custodians were. But now I do. Okay? I actually gave my 3 Waves of Volunteers book. I never even read it. I sent it to my sister. But I already told her all about this stuff anyway, so she knows. But it doesn't mean that you can't learn from these people, but you eventually learn that either they were being manipulated. I mean, Dolores Cannon seems like a really, really nice lady. I think that people sometimes just take what they've got and they do their best with it, even if they don't know. You know, they may feel that it's the right way because this is all they've got. And then they just kind of keep running with it. You know what I mean? Instead of actually thinking like, hey, am I doing the right thing? Is this really the way that this is? Do you really think NASA's telling the truth? Because I fucking don't. No. They've lied about so much, the trust is gone. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe my trust is absolutely destroyed. But I'm telling you, when I saw this Nos Confundum Terra Infinita map, I knew right away that's what was missing. I knew right away. There's no more feeling like that. And I'm going to re-put those videos back up, take them off private, and let them go again, okay? There was like 2,500 views, I think, on one of them, and that's ridiculous. That's the highest number of views I've ever gotten, and it's because people were thinking I was talking smack. But I'm not, you know? If these people are being taken advantage of, that's terrible. And you learn just how terrible they are in the Gods of Eden. But that's the thing. They push these books. They don't actually think that people are going to figure it out. So if they do, I mean, this is the thing. What's very confusing. Okay, so Enki's an all-powerful being, right? Supposedly like Jesus, all right? So why on earth, heaven and hell, and everywhere else is he channeling through Elena Danam? Just come down here and talk to us, MRFer. There's no reason why not. There's no reason why not. So you've handled that. There's no reason why not. Unless that's what they're intending to do. I don't know. But we really need to recognize the fact that this is happening. That the whole truth is not being given. It's not. And I'm telling you now, I'm sure of it. If you see me before in my confusion in these videos, I was so conflicted and confused. And I felt so many different feelings. But this is treachery. This is the worst kind of traitor you can be. If, like, I have already told you, if this didn't happen to me and they came down, I would have been your worst fucking enemy. The worst one. I was really bad in my last life at the end of things, and I'm very good at what I do. And it was very, very fucking close. But now I'm telling you, they were getting people like me for the culling. So there might be others out there that are convinced, oh yes, I came right back around, Ouroboros, that are convinced, okay? You cannot be sitting around thinking that you hope that all these people that took the jab die, okay? Because these beings are like, oh, if you think that, then you're on the freaking chopping block too. It is an energy and a thought. These beings can see into you. They know your thoughts. They know your feelings. Even if you do not speak out loud, they fucking hear you. Everything. When I met Asura for the first time on January 15th of 2015, the being of unknown origin dream, lucid dream experience, okay? That video. When I met him for the first time, he looked into my eyes and read me. They know everything about you. They know you better than you know yourself. So sometimes I'm not sure if what I'm doing is the right thing, okay? I don't mean to cause fear, but I need to warn you just in case. You know, there's clearly being an agenda being played, and I don't trust it. I did it one time. I don't anymore, okay? Because I used to be with them. I was one of them. And before it was worse. That's why they don't like me. And so, if you feel this way, it's some type of natural law. You're on the chopping block too. That's why, like, I struggle so bad, and I've been desperately asking. I actually got to, I actually got to comment on an Us Confunded post on Facebook, and I asked them, like, please tell us what to do, because I don't know what to do. At this point, if I got my powers today, I'd kill them all. And I don't think that's the way. And I'm not talking about Elena Denon. I'm talking about these Masonic, satanic cult bastards, okay? These people behind it all, and then I go after the custodians and the Anunnaki, and if I have to do it myself, then so be it, I will. I don't care. I don't care if it fucking kills me, at least I tried. You know? Because I know for a fact what I was like, and they took advantage of me over the pain and the suffering that I've had in this world and tried to turn me against you. Now, it's not the Asuras directly, okay? But these fifth dimensional entities, because there's lots of them, right? I know people want to put blame upon him. That's mostly because of the racism, okay? Because of the black eyes and the way that he looks. If he was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, handsome fellow like on the cover of a romance novel, no one would have an issue. But because he looks like that, and because there's so much awful racism, and it is, that's what racism is, when you assume that someone of a certain race is a certain way, alright? It's no difference to me. I think that it's terrible. That's terrible. You know, not all beings are the same, and everybody has the chance to change and choose. So that's why the Anunnaki and the custodians are all different types of beings, okay? But they are playing on your mind. They tell you Vrill's like a reptilian eye parasite, girl, boy. Vrill is energy, prana, chi, and life force. That's what the Vril society is. That's why they were growing their long ass hair, okay? That's what it is. It has to do with the initiates of the flame and the energy thing, okay? My video is 33 minutes long. I really, really hope that you've watched this, the whole thing. And if you have, well, clearly if you've heard this, you have, so thank you. Yeah. Let's hope this works, because I don't have a good feeling. They told me, if you're going to be like that, that means you too, bitch. And I was like, oh. So you cannot be like that. And that's what they're like. She literally was like, every day since 2017, I was warning people. Since I knew, I've been warning them. I couldn't do it anymore on Facebook because I was abused so much I couldn't take it anymore. Now I know why other people disappear, but you can't. You've got to come out. That's the way we win. They want you to hide. It's not because don't worry about it. If you're truly of source and you are a chosen one, you're protected. They can't touch you. But they're banking on your fear. They can't touch you. And if they do try to, your fucking powers are gonna they're gonna activate, just like in the movies when the bad guys show up, they're gonna activate. You can blast them. And I'm gonna try. I'm trying to get this book out. And I posted all the information on my channel and the Telegram channel anyway. You just really have to take the time to learn it. You know? I mean, this isn't for the weak. This is for the brave. If you're working too much, quit your damn job. Find another way to have income. Move back in with your parents. It doesn't fucking matter. You have to learn this stuff. Study is the most important thing. The most important thing. That's the only way that I figured this out. I cannot tell you. You have to teach you. That's the only way that I did it, by teaching myself. That's it. Yes, you can learn something from everybody, but you cannot find your answers in somebody else. They're in you. That's how I figured this out. So, I also, the last thing I'm going to say, because like I'm getting a bit frustrated and it's difficult for me to talk. I've been on a weed for days. By the way, I'm not high. Like, I haven't had any weed. I'm out of food. I'm going to have to go to a food bank today. And if you haven't known, I've talked about this before, that I am unable to work. So, and it's because, like, I was just in bed for 2 days. I will work, and then maybe 3 months will go by, and then I end up in bed for like a week, and then I get fired or I'm forced to quit. Okay, so it was a never-ending cycle that I couldn't get through. That's why I decided to write this book, so that I could get out my information and maybe make a little bit of money for myself to be able to survive and feed my kitty cats and myself. So yeah, it's coming more and more on the news, and that's for a reason. So I just want you to be aware of what's going on, so that when the time comes, like, it doesn't matter what condition I'm in, I'm going to get out there and do my best. And I hope that other people will join me. You know, I cried so hard just a little bit ago because I was so devastated thinking everybody like me is dead. Please don't be dead. Like, I didn't mean to wait till the last minute. Please don't let it be too late. Please let this message reach people that are like me. Please. You can't be dead. Please come out, because I need you, team. We have to do it together. We cannot do it alone. That's why it hasn't worked. We have to do it together. I love you. And I'm doing this for you. Even if it fucking kills me, I don't care. It's not that I don't care about my own life, but it's worth more than that. The one thing Jesus taught me the most was what was really, truly worth fucking dying for. Yes. The right thing, the good. Oh, please, please let them hear my message, because I know that there's other heroes out there like me. Please don't be scared anymore. If ridiculous, stupid little old Lacey can do this, you can. Please, Source, let this work. Please. I love you. You can do this. We can win. They beat us before in Tartaria for these same fucking reasons, and I refuse to let that happen again. Even if you do get your powers and come to fight me, I am not going to fight you back. I will defend, and then I'm going to capture your ass and convince you to stop. Please. We can't do the same things over again. We have to win this time. We may be the last realm. They may have conquered everything else, just like in Star Wars and the Empire. That's what they are. We can win if we do it together. Stand with me and fight. I love you.